Alright guys, so today we're talking about the Masters of Evil, not so special Envoy release, but it is going to be a Crucible team that circles around a Rework to Ultron, and Titania is going to be joining him, though there's going to be more of them, as we can tell from the kits. So let's go ahead and look at the kits. We'll start with Titania. Now they are going with the She-Hulk version of her, so hopefully you like that version of her. She is a villain global bio brawler. She has a Masters of Evil tag, of course. Her basic is called Clout Chaser. She's going to attack the primary target for 320% damage, clear one negative effect from self, and in Crucible on crit, she will gain 1 ability energy. She will also clear an additional 2 negative effects from self. So automatically getting Raider vibes from her with on crit stuff built into her kit. Then we got the special Too Good For You, cost 4 force, so she can use this as her opening ability. Attack primary target for 400% damage on crit again, clear all negative effects from self. Copy and clear all positive effects on primary target, excluding taunt. She'll gain defense up. In Crucible, she will, if the primary target has safeguard, she will also gain that safeguard. She'll gain speed up and offense up, and the attack is unavoidable. So, obviously, very strong Crucible vibes here. Not really seeing much use for her outside Crucible yet, with everything being gated behind it. Her ultimate, Smashing Selfie, also usable on turn 1. She's going to attack the primary target for 400% damage, apply ability block, disrupt, and heal block. In Crucible, it'll apply +1 ability block, +1 disrupt, +1 heal block, so I guess that means 2 of it. On crit, this ability gains 100% extra focus. She's going to be a Raider. Let's just throw it out there, unless someone else on the team gives 100% crit rating somewhere. The attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. I'm interested to see if she's going to have some sort of speed mechanic where she gets to go before a character like Spider Weaver, and then it works as a counter like that. But as of right now, I do not believe that is the case. And then we move on to her passive, which is a story. So I got 2 different slides for you here. Called the Vanity Queen. So on spawn, apply defense up for 2 turns to self and all Masters of Evil. On turn, she will gain 1 counter up to a maximum of 5. On crit, she will gain deflect up to a maximum of 5. Whenever this character gains 1 or more positive effects, gain 10% speed bar. Plus heal self for 10% of this character's max health. When this character or Master of Evil Protector is attacked, that's how we know there's going to be another character. She's not a Protector. Ultron's not a Protector. Ultron's Minion, who can be a Protector, is not added. So we know there's going to be more Masters of Evil, but I guess they're coming not next patch, but the patch following. And apply slow to the attacker for 1 turn. Gain 10% crit chance per counter and 10% crit damage per deflect. So although she's going to be gaining crit chance and damage from her counters and deflects, I still think you're going to want to start her as a Raider. It's also going to feed into that crit damage, which is nice. And she gains 25% max health. Now let's get on to the Crucible portion of her passive, and that is on spawn, gain 1 counter, 1 deflect, and 10% speed bar. On Master of Evil's ally turn, gain 1 counter up to a maximum of 5, and 1 deflect up to a maximum of 5. So she's just peppering herself in these buffs. She's going to be critting a lot. Those crits are going to do a lot of damage. That's all good. She'll gain an additional 25% max health, and Masters of Evil allies will gain 50% max health. Cool. It seems like she's going to hit hard. It seems like she's going to do great debuffs. She's going to be going quite often with that speed bar she's getting from positive effects and from other sources as well. So I think she's going to be a good character, though, again, I think a little bit too much is gated behind Crucible for my liking. Moving on to the Ultron rework. So he did get a health stat buff of 30%. He's also going to gain the 50% in Crucible from Titania. His damage was increased by 10%, so not a huge jump there. Armor 20, focus 50, that's a nice jump. And resist by 10%. But the big thing is that Masters of Evil trait. They're going to be giving him his own team. So basic, attack primary target for 340% damage. And it's going to copy and clear 2 positive effects. Clear taunt on the primary target and self. I'm not actually sure what's new there. Seems very standard. Maybe a damage increase. His special did change a little bit. He's going to summon the same minions. Summon minions at 300% normal damage and 100% normal life. So I guess they're getting more damage. Apply defense up. Instead of just to himself and to his robots, he's also giving it to Masters of Evil allies. So they're getting defense up there. Same kind of summons as he's had before. And those summons did also get the Masters of Evil trait, which means they're going to get that percent life from Titania as well. His ultimate is going to attack the primary target for 700% piercing. It ignores defense up. What's new, it also gives ability energy per positive effect. But what's new is enemies killed by this attack cannot be revived, and in Crucible, the attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. Again, getting very big Tangled Web vibes counter from this, but I don't see it happening with just these two. Then his passive, his health is full at the start of ring match. You can revive once with 75% of this character's max health. That's up from 50%. On kill, prolong all positive effects on this character, all Masters of Evil allies, and all villain attack by a duration of 1, so they added Masters of Evil there. And in Crucible, gain 50% armor, and all Masters of Evil allies gain 50% armor. So a lot of things were missing. We got the health, and we got the armor passives. I'm assuming the next character is going to bring damage, one's going to bring focus, maybe one will bring resistance, but there's obviously missing parts here. These two characters, I don't think are going to change the Crucible meta in a meaningful way, but I imagine that as soon as we get the next patch, we're going to be getting new characters, and hopefully Zemo will be added to this, because he's big in the in that scene, right? Masters of Evil. As far as Ultron summons go, they gain the Masters of Evil tag, which is the big thing, and the Ultron summons are, instead of reading it all to you, I'm just going to give you the cliff notes here. They're going to give to the Masters of Evil all the buffs they give to Ultron. So the green minion's going to heal them, but not as much as it heals Ultron. His basic, it's not clear if his basic is going to give them energy, though I assume not. The speed up minion will give them speed up, and the offense up minion will give them all offense up. What they don't give, though, is the speed bar. So when those minions use their special abilities, they're giving speed bar to Ultron. That does not translate over to the Masters of Evil. Will not translate over to Titania. It's going to be the only one in the game right now. But there's a bigger story here with this reveal of this 6th and final character of the next patch. I think you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Reddit's going to be on fire. No Minion rework. At least no new character that's going to bring a Minion rework. And I don't think they're just going to buff Shield, Coulson, Fury, and make them War viable and Crucible viable. I don't think they're going to do the same thing to Hydra. I don't see them doing it to Hand or to anything. We haven't been told that, and it's too late for them to announce it. If they do drop this news when the patch goes live, whenever that may be, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that, it's going to be too late. Everyone's going to already be mad because they've already given us these 6 characters. This is foolishness. People who say, wait and see, because maybe the minion nodes are going to be so easy and you're not going to have to build them up too much. Fair enough. But if we are able to do difficulty 9 with our War Dogs on nodes 5 and 10 and handle all the other sections the same way, you are at least going to have to build up these minion characters, which are going to be useless in every other single mode, just to be able to survive the type of enemies. Now, they have all the power here. If they decide that everything on nodes 1 and 2 are going to be level 50 gear tier 16, regardless of the difficulty you put it on, whatever, it wouldn't be gear tier 16. You understand what I'm saying. If they decide to artificially squish those nodes into nothing, then why on earth would they do this in the first place? It's either a super gross bait to try and get people to build it up, or it's not a bait and people are going to have to build it up. Either way, I'm personally, like all of you, I'm furious at this. I was already kind of upset that they were going to have a minion team come in like Ravagers did last year this time. But no rework at all? That's insane. It's stupid, and I hate it. And we're going to end the video on that note. Next video will be positive. We'll end it positive, but Masters of Evil, cool enough, I guess.